Okay, so we have hemmed the top and we've hemmed the bottom. And now I've got it laid out on the table. And I have pinned all the way down, matching up the side. All the way down. Okay? Alright, so here's what it looks like. Alright? So the whole thing looks like a kind of a big pillowcase. Now, I'm going to sew down this side 5/8 inch from the side. Now, that is generally, and put my needle up, you can see it says 5/8 inch right here. So kind of put it right on that line. Now, if you have see if I can pull one over here, these little sewing gauge doohickeys, they're magnetic. You can actually put that down. It's a tough magnet. You can put that down right there and put your fabric right up against it, and it will help you stay real even with it. Okay? Now, if I can get this kind of set back up. Alright, now you always want your fabric on the outside of your machine, not under here, not where the throat plate is. You always want it to be on the outside because it's kind of hard to sew with all your fabric underneath your sewing machine. Okay, here we go. Threads to the back underneath the presser foot. I'm going to keep it right up against this. Take out my pin. Put that down. I'm going to make sure I want to back stitch to the top. Make sure there's no holes left in it. See if I can get you a better view. There we go. It's right up against that. Now if the pins are sideways like this, you can actually sew right over them as long as the head's out of the way there. Oh, except when you have your magnetic seam guide. So you caught that. So it looks like we need to keep those pins out. But if you don't have that seam guide there, you can sew right over them. So we're going to take them out. If you're right-handed, you'll pull them out and you put them on the pin cushion on the side over here. If you're left-handed, you'll want to pin this way and pull them out this to the left. Have your pin cushion over there. And that's the selvage right here. Both of those are together. And I didn't even cut them off this time because in just a moment I'm going to stop and cut those things off. Now, here's my edges. They are together. Stop at the very end. I'm going to back stitch a couple times, then sew off. Roll the needle up. And always turn your flywheel over here towards you. Never away from you. Always frontwards. Okay? So roll that needle up, press your foot up, cut it off, and then put your thread underneath between those little presser foot and to the back. Alright, now we have this raw edge that's not so pretty. So what we're going to do, get a good pair of scissors and you just trim it just a little bit, not too much. You still want like just a little bit. You don't want a lot to cut off. There we go. And we're going to trim that off and make it pretty. Now, the old way, I think my mom did it, my grandma did it, before they had, my mom had her serger, but we used pinking shears. Some of you may remember the zigzag scissors that they still use them in scrapbooks and things like that. But right now, we're going to trim this off. You probably hear Erin playing with her daddy in the background. Trim this off, and now we're going to zigzag. Now I'm going to turn this stitch to a 4. Oops, turn it the wrong way. And I'm going to go up 2, up 2. Okay. And now I'm going to zigzag the side. And you can remove your seam guide there. And I put it down and I go, they're being silly in there. 1 on, 1 off. 1 on, 1 off. Now tested it, back stitch. I'm going to go on that side. 1 on, 1 off. All the way down. Now it will look a little zigzag at the top. Now this kind of rolls it in, and that's fine. It's just because the fabric's so thin. But this will keep it from fraying, and it looks really nice. Alright, I'm going to finish doing this, and then I'll show you the last part, okay?